Hi guys, I've been doing a little embroidery and a little sewing. If you want to see what I made, please stay tuned. Hello, I wanted to share with you some blankets that I made, and I finally took out my embroidery machine and I used it this past week. So I just wanted to share with you guys the blankets and show you how what I use to put them together before I mail them off. I am currently wearing, finally, a me made, and this is fabric from Walmart. This is McCall's, oh my God, I can't think of the pattern, but I'll put the pattern up here. And I love the top. I love the set. I wear both of them like constantly. And this fabric washes up great, guys. So if you get fabric from Walmart and you want to know how it washes up, this is doing really, really well. I also have on some jeans that I thrifted that are just fitting like a glove. So let me see if I can show you guys those. And they say skinny legs are out, but I'm a skinny leg girl just the way my legs are shaped. So I gotta keep representing for the skinny legs. But these fit so nice. I just got these from the Goodwill bins. I've washed them, I already worn them twice. And I guess they're gonna be just washed and worn because I love these jeans. I wanna say the jean brand though is the I think it's a brand that Walmart used to carry or still does. I'm on my way to Walmart, so I'm gonna check in their jeans and see what the brand name is. But I think this may be one of the brands that Walmart, I don't know if they still carry, but they started off carrying. But anywho, let's get into the blanket so I can show you the blankets that I made. And when we get towards the end, I will talk about more of the construction of the blanket. So the blankets are for a friend who has 4 small children, and she wanted blankets for all of them. So these were siblings. So it's 3 boys and 1 girl. So this is the one for the girl. She wanted unicorn. So this is what I came up with. And then on the other side is a solid color. And the name is embroidered on the blanket. Next we have Mickey Mouse. I love this print. It is so cute. I don't normally like to make anything white for children, but this one was so pretty. And then I was limited on the Mickey Mouse that I could choose. But this came, the materials for that blanket came from Joann Fabrics. And this came from Joann Fabrics as well. And the initial is the name and the initial are embroidered on the machine. Next we have the second Mickey Mouse. This pattern, this Mickey Mouse fabric came from, not Hobby Lobby, Michael's. If you didn't know, Michael's does sell fabric. Excuse me. But they also had this print at the Joann's. And here's the name on this one. This one is my favorite, but as I'm showing you guys, I'm noticing when I finish with my projects, I go over them with a lint roller And I'm noticing that the lint roller was in such good shape. Not only did it take off my lint, but it was pulling some of the insides out. But so I got to let her know that it's not dirty. This just come from the lint roller. But this one is probably my favorite just because I love dark colors for children. But I really like how this one came together. And here is the last one. This is Super Mario Brothers. This fabric came from Michael's as well. And I'm gonna show you, I saved this one for last because I was gonna talk about it. So for the printed fabric, all of the blankets, because they're smaller children, I just try to use a generic measurement. So for smaller children, I'll use a 1 yard piece, because mind you, when you get the 1 yard piece, you're gonna lay it out and it's gonna be 45 to 52 inches, maybe even larger. So I feel like that's a large enough blanket. So for the character fabrics, I got a piece that was 1 1/4 yards, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. And for the background pieces, these were already quilted, so I did not have to quilt it, which saved me a lot of time. Seeing as me and the embroidery machine didn't get together, we didn't have the best relationship. So this fabric was already quilted. All the fabric quilted fabric came from Joann Fabrics, as well as the bias binding. I will recommend that if you can find the if you try this, that you get your bias binding from maybe Hobby Lobby if they have the size you need. Just because their bias binding is 99 cents, and I paid more than I chose or wanted to pay for doing these blankets. So I'm going to show you how his embroidery came out. And here's his embroidery. So here's the thing with his embroidery. When you're doing the embroidery part, this is an applique. So when you're doing the applique and you're putting the character fabric on there, you want to position the fabric where you have like the character's face on there or something, which I did. However, I got to the last part of this. This was the 4th blanket. I got to the last one, and it did the whole name. It attached the applique, and I literally had 2 more steps to do, and I ran out of the bobbin. And for whatever reason, I purchased pre-wound bobbins. I could not get that bobbin to wound on my embroidery machine, and it never dawned on me to try the sewing machine so I could get it together. So I waited till the next day, went to Joann's and just got empty bobbins that was for my embroidery machine. Rewound it, never touched the machine, never turned it off, because I did not want to lose my place, because that sometimes happened to me. And lo and behold, it still happened to me when I restarted it. I guess by me putting this back on, I moved it, I shifted the fabric, and it caused a gap in this area. So that's why he has the mushroom applique on top, and it's on top of Luigi's face. But when you're doing this, just be mindful of your placement of your character fabric. Like, it had already restitched, and I there's no way I could take this apart, and I wasn't. If I had maybe a little bit more fabric, I just would have started over, because I had plenty of this, but I did not have more of this, and I couldn't afford to waste it. Because like I said, I already was starting with 1 yard of fabric. But this is how his turned out. I just put a mushroom because I know mushrooms are in the game, and I think it still turned out really, really cute. Like I said, with the black fabric, I did notice, because when you do an embroidery, you're gonna sometimes have little strays of thread from cutting and snipping, and so I like to keep a lint roller with me to roll it. And so I just roll the entire blankets, because I had to sew the bias binding around the edge, and I had been clipping and snipping, and they just needed to be lint rolled before I send them to a client. That's just what I do whenever I do something like this for someone. With that being said, I do stress that with the black, it was pulling some of the stuffing from in between, which I did not notice until, like I said, just now. So you want to be mindful if you use the black. However, I love the black. If you use the black, that can happen if you use a lint roller. So you can just make sure that you lint roll just this part, and then go by hand and take off the threads or whatever. But this is what I made so far, and I think these turned out super cute. I sent mom a preview because I don't really like to give my client the whole picture of what it looks like, because people will, I don't know, I don't want them to nitpick it apart until you actually see it, and then if it's a flaw, then we'll go from there. But these are so super cute. I've shown them to a couple people before getting them in the car to mail them off. We're about to mail them. I sent the mom a picture of all 4 of them together, and she's so excited and happy to get them. But I think that she's gonna love them. The kids are gonna love them. If for nothing else, it has the characters on the other side. But I hope that you enjoyed seeing these. I truly haven't made these in such a long time, maybe 2 or 3 years. So it was really nice pulling out the embroidery machine and doing some embroidery. I really, as a matter of fact, I kept it out, and I actually did a little bit more embroidery after I finished these. So I'll share that with you in a later video. But I hope that you guys enjoy seeing the blankets that I made. And if you're like me and you have that embroidery machine, just dust it off and let's try to make something. Let's make 2025 where we do more embroidery into our sewing mates. As always, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this short video about some of these blankets that I made so far this week. I have a few other things that I've been making behind the scenes that are ready for video, so you will probably have quite a few videos coming out soon. As always, you are so special to me. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video and spend a little time with me. I really appreciate you guys for supporting me throughout my sewing journey. As always, have a wonderful day, and I hope that to see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.